Now implement Redux-Saga. First, I commit the all changes and then make a new branch from existing one, not from existing. First I commit okay, status, then check out this one Redux-thunk. I want to make a new branch from Redux-thunk. So first I check out, then create a new branch. Git checkout space -b, then branch name. Okay, this is the new branch Redux-Saga, and for install you write npm install Redux-Saga, then save. Here you check Redux-Saga 1.2.3 version, and for Redux-Saga I will make a new folder where I write all the action related to user, like authentication and get and update the user details. So first I make saga.js, and second one auth saga.js. And action type, I make new actions for all registration, login, and as well as logout. Like this is the root action type from where the Redux-Saga is initiated, and for that first I okay, rename. I want to name as auth task because this is related to user task, like for authentication. And first I write a function export const and register user saga. This is the generator function, so I use asterisk, and in parameter I get the action and copy all the code from your action type, from your register action type, and change here. You can also use dispatch, but Redux-Saga give you yield. But before that, in action, the payload has default option in action, so you get the information payload username and email password in from action, and import all these action type. And after importing, I just change dispatch as yield. In internally, yield is also dispatch your action. This is the part of Redux-Saga, and here there is no need of Axios, async and await, because Redux-Saga internally handled async. So there's some change here. You get the information without await. Here yield and call, and after post, this is a set. This is the argument, first argument, and then second as the URL. Okay, then status dispatch here change yield. Now this payload has come in action or part of action. Catch, there is also change. Now in auth.action, your code is there's no need to write this large amount of code. Simply remove all codes from here, and Then type your action which you write in action type.js and pass all the payload which you get from the auth.task. Remove the unnecessary code or import. This is the first registration. Then after in saga.js, here is the main logic which is connect to the store, your Redux store. So first write a function root saga. This is also a generator function, and first is yield and then take every. In place of take every, you can use debounce or throttle. um, uh, Here I'm not using the throttle or debounce, but you can use and you can google how we use throttle and debounce in place of take every. Simply when if you click multiple time of same button like submit, then you don't want to store multiple information in database or send the multiple information or request to the server. In that case you can use throttle or debounce. And here in store.js, first I import the Redux-Saga middleware. In VS Code I don't here don't VS Code is don't giving me suggestion for importing Redux-Saga, so I write manually and make a new array, and here pass all the middleware which you use in this store. Like first one is thunk and second one is saga middleware. And in legacy create store, simply destructure the middleware. And then here saga middleware dot run root saga is always right after the thunk. Or store, if you write before the store that then it will not work. Here put call, so also import call and put from the Redux-Saga fetch effects. Here import Axios and base URL come from API and pass as action.payload email. Dispatch in place of dispatch write yield space put. Now I think your code working related to registration or register the user. If you want to check how the payload is come, then simply you can console the action, then you get the information. If I type existing email, then alert is not showing me. There is some issue in code because if the validation part is not working here. So for that okay, there is an issue here. While exporting failure action type, now there is also change here. I think now it's work. Okay, now it's working. And if I type existing email, then you can get the error. Now register the new user. You can check here. Registration part is working fine. Now it's time for login. But before that, I write comment. This is Saga action for registration user. Now for login user saga, and copy all the code from auth action and login user action. First I remove this code and paste and change all the necessary code. You can refactor your code. Sometime my formatter is not working. Action.payload, import this all action type. In place of dispatch, use yield put. No need of async await. Simply call yield space call. Then here remove now action.payload. Okay, here also in navigate it get from action.payload and yield put. Now call in saga.js user login, then function call login user saga. Also change in action, call the function and type is user login and pass the payload. Here is the error 92 line. Okay, dot and payload in 112 action.payload. If I log in and it's working, and next function or next saga for your logout. Remove all unnecessary code, copy from your auth action.js logout function. Here is also called yield payload. Here action.payload user logout and logout user saga. Change in here logout user action, user logout. Okay, if I inspect, if I hit the logout button, then from local storage the information is also removed, but here is some issue because it goes to infinite loop. There is some issue. What is the function name? And do and okay, right, this is the logout. Okay, remove this dispatch, async dispatch, and this is a simple function. Okay, user, okay, here is the issue. Write user logout. Now code is working fine. If I log out, yes, you can check.